Do you have the pandemic blues? Sick of sitting inside all day? Do you yearn for some post? Why am I doing it in the Irish accent? Should I do it in the Irish accent?
Yes.
Do you yearn for some post-pandemic blues? Do you wish you were sick of whatever normal used to be? I've given up on the Irish accent. Well, what's going on, guys? My name is Eldenera, and welcome to the Euro 2020 preview podcast.
That was perfect. That's so good.
So shit.
Yeah. It's literally the worst intro ever.
That's the worst one I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, it's consistent with the level that we're going for.
It is.
If we suddenly come back after a long time and suddenly this is some polished podcast, people are like, well, this isn't what we pay for the Patreon for. And we're like, what Patreon?
There's a Patreon.
Yeah.
No.
1,500 a month is the first tier. Yeah. You have to pay like $3,000 a month if you want
Like you on Discord.
Yeah, audible content. So yeah, it's the three amigos today. I'm joined by.
I look forward to my cut.
Jack, it's your birthday tomorrow.
It is not. Fuck me.
Happy birthday.
Fuck you.
Tell everyone how old you're going to be.
Is this the big 3-0, Jack?
17.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've made some questionable decisions in my life.
Gonna start driving.
If you're 17 and 9 years ago I bought you a ticket to a Blink-182 concert and let you stay at my house.
I was 8 years old. My parents were terrified.
And I was older then than I am now. Crazy. That's crazy. You were 9 years ago, but you're going to be 17 tomorrow? That's crazy. That's like Benjamin Button in reverse.
I was 8 now. Oh, you've confused me now.
Yeah.
We all know I'm not 17.
Yes. I was just making a joke that Benjamin Button in reverse would be, a normal lifespan.
Yeah.
I don't know who Benjamin Button is. I'm aware of the name.
Yeah. It's a curious case. You should look it up someday.
I get that.
So anyways,
Let's move on.
Are we excited for Euro 2020 in the year 2021?
Yeah. Football, lads, beers, women.
I have
not taking the knee.
I have a question. Why is it called Euro 2020, but it's in 2021? Why didn't they do it on time? Did something happen?
I'd assume there was branding issues.
Yeah. Coca-Cola didn't like the sound of 21.
Yeah. It got in the way of their new promotion that Coca-Cola gives you perfect vision. So they just I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Coca-Cola.
All the ads were like people watching Euro 2021 and not a blind person in sight. They were their best vision possible. Ruined.
Coca-Cola, the leading sponsor of the tournament, famously.
Yeah.
They do famously hate blind people, deaf people. Or blind people.
Yeah.
Ow.
That's true. So yeah, it's to be honest, I don't even know what the groups are, and I don't even have them up on my screen. So
I was kind of relying on you to have that information.
Why are they not on the wiki? Okay, I found them. I had them the whole time.
I do have the page.
Nice. So
And the prep work.
the pressing issue on the thing that everyone is talking about, huge political debate. Gareth Southgate not going to wear the waistcoat anymore.
It's disgusting behaviour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was the sole reason that we got so far in the last World Cup.
Yes.
And we all know that.
Them
Bitterly
Swedish slugs were terrified of the waistcoat.
Yeah. The reason we beat Colombia on penalties is because the Colombians just couldn't physically stand still to take a penalty because of the waistcoat.
I haven't seen someone known for wearing a waistcoat.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, he's gone from fucking Marks and Spencer to Zara and whatever the fuck he was wearing the other day.
Yeah.
What even was it?
I don't know. I read the headline, I read the blurb, and then I just got really fucking angry, and then I stopped entirely because, oh my good God, does the English media love to talk shit? It's crazy. Going on and on about this fucking... It's like, gee, I can't get over it. So,
It's
someone's
been
gonna have
a
to
slow
sit me down.
news year, so we've got to find something to talk about.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Have you been vaccinated?
What?
Have you been vaccinated?
No.
Well, I had both.
You've
Wow,
had
I've had one.
you've had both Moderna and
Yeah.
Pfizer. That's fucking crazy.
Wow.
I've got triple threat. I've got that 5G flowing through our bloodstream,
Jesus.
loving every minute of it.
So, how does it feel?
Don't know. Ask Bill Gates. He's the one controlling me.
Do you have any
But
side
seriously,
effects?
yeah, he is.
I was the second one knocked me out for like a week.
Yeah, I've heard that from a few people now.
Yeah.
Which
The
one
first
did you
I
get?
was like Pfizer.
Yeah.
Fucking Germans. I didn't want
It's the one that I want.
it. It's got to be the most best one, I think. I don't know. They're all the same.
Are they?
I don't know.
All German people. Is that what you're saying? They're all the same.
No, I had Pfizer, and I was fine the day of, like the rest of the day after getting the vaccination, and then the next day I couldn't lift my arm. I was like, oh, so yeah, I ached like a motherfucker. Like if someone had just consistently punched you in the arm for about 2 hours, and it felt like there was massive bruising there, but obviously there wasn't.
Yeah, mine was
That's all.
proper numb on the day, but then after it's fine. But then the second one, just yeah, it was awful.
I had COVID.
Did you?
Wow.
Yeah. So in many ways, I don't
But
actually
it
need the
doesn't
vaccine.
exist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had the actual thing, and I tell you, that's bad. I'd
Was it
say
bad?
it's worse than the second vaccine. Yeah, it's bad.
How long was you ill for?
I was mostly like just really tired. I had like cough, sniffles, all that stuff, but it would like come and go. It wasn't consistent. But when it was there, like Jesus, it felt like I was never gonna stop coughing and like but still I've had chest infections like all my life, so it wasn't, super like nothing I'd ever experienced before. It's just the fatigue. That was the thing that really fucks you.
Yeah.
I was like, I'd have days where I'd only get like say 3 hours sleep. There's some really weird data about COVID and sleep, how it fucks with people's sleep. It like makes you basically insomniac, but then like you'll just have to fall asleep at some stage, or you feel like you're gonna die. But yeah, it'd be like playing Age of Empires 2 or something, like just wired into something else, like not tired or anything, not thinking about it. And then like an hour later, I would literally just have to lie down. Like I'd feel myself falling asleep at my desk, like about to collapse onto it and stuff. So
I know a couple of people have had it, but no one's had it particularly badly, I don't think.
yeah, most people our age don't really, I guess.
No.
Yeah, I know someone who lost their taste and smell. Is it? Yeah, taste and
Yeah.
and they haven't got it back yet. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
that's
That is
rough.
like 4 months ago, something like that, maybe. Yeah, but yeah. So that's fun.
I would take that opportunity to eat healthy.
Yeah, I'd be eating fucking meat and all sorts.
Eating onions like they're apples.
Yeah. Cry my eyes out, but at least I'm not tasting it.
Yeah, exactly. That's mad though. I would hate that so much.
I think they've gradually got taste back. So like when they instantly put something in their mouth, there's like you can taste it, but like the longing taste after you eat something isn't there, and smell is still not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Be a good time to eat a lot of olives.
Yeah.
I think if I couldn't taste the Dominoes, I'd save a lot of money.
When was the last time you had Domino's?
Fair enough. I'm eating more McDonald's nowadays than anything.
Yes. A man of fast
Fucking
food.
Chicken nuggets. Yeah. I fucking love it.
Oh, that's good. It's important to have things in life that you love.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of McDonald's, one of the main sponsors of Euro 2020. Am I right, lads?
Oh
Is
yeah,
it? I don't know.
nice, good one. You've pulled us
It
right back
probably
in there.
isn't.
There.
Probably is.
It was going off the rails, but you caught it back.
I think it might actually be because it's a controversial
It-
point every fucking year. You hear some fucking loser saying like, "Oh, look, all of these players walk out to a backdrop of McDonald's. That's so hypocritical." Like, fuck, I just shut up. You know, just give it a fucking
Yeah,
rest.
we're gonna get that. Plus, I can't believe that they're kneeling in front of a McDonald's sign. And you're like, oh, yeah, it's such a political statement, isn't it?
All right, let's talk
Uh,
about the fucking knee then. So I didn't even know that people gave a shit about this, and then I watched the Chelsea Man City final. All the fans booed. I was like, Jesus Christ, can English football fans sink any lower? And it turns out that they actually can. So
It's like every time England play, the England fans sink lower.
yeah.
At some point, we won't be able to see them anymore.
By the time this podcast is over, I plan on losing any of the English listeners that I had left because I have got some things to say. But honestly, though, do either of you know, is this a problem in other countries where they take the knee, or is this a purely English thing? I don't even know.
I don't
I
know
did.
if because it's massive. Like there's always racism issues in like Eastern Europe, and they're
Mhm.
usually more pronounced than they are over here,
Yes.
apart from recently. So I don't think they even bother doing it in them countries because it's quite ingrained in everyone. Like more
Yeah.
people over there than it is over here. But
Obviously, in the States, it was turned into a weird. If you take the knee, you're against the flag.
yeah.
Fair enough. It's obvious that's the reason they were taking it, because their hatred of flags.
Well, soldiers as well. If you take the knee, you hate soldiers.
Yeah. And over here it seems to be, from what I've read of like Twitter comments. I think Gary Lineker tweeted something the other day, and all the comments were like, "Oh, Gary, stick to football, you jug-eared freak." And then and other
I
people were
did
like,
say you
"Yeah,
shouldn't have tweeted that.
we want we want to keep political things out of football because the ordinary man just wants to watch football or whatever," which is a great argument. And then there's another guy who was like something to do with Marxism or something. I was just like, cool, I guess.
Ask a single person who complains about Marxism what it actually means. And
Yeah.
for more than a one-word answer, they've just got to fucking Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're hilarious.
But there's no yeah, I guess it's like it amongst like mad lads who go watch England. I guess it's just like a meme thing now, like they boo it because like that's what they do now. I don't think they actually know why they're doing it. It's more of a like we're doing it all together because we're lads on tour sort of.
Yeah, I think there's like a part of football fans where they just want like pantomime villains to boo. Like
Yeah.
when Anton Ferdinand was booed at Stamford Bridge, I don't think that's because Chelsea fans are racist against him. I think it's because they think that John Terry was innocent and that he was making it up, and therefore he becomes the villain. I don't like think that it's good that they did it. I think it would have been really wise of them to not do it, but I don't think they're doing it because they're racist. And I'd say the same is probably true of most of the fans who boo the knee thing. But I also that's as charitable as I can be. I can't imagine what it would be like to see a bunch of people making a ceremonial sort of anti-racism gesture and think to myself, down with this sort of thing. Like, that's just...
Yeah. But even if you take the race out and it's just simply equality, right? So there's no right, like they're just fighting for equality for all. England fans are like, nah, fuck that. We don't want equality.
I have been thinking about this recently. I asked a few of my friends this question like a while ago, but can you imagine if Black Lives Matter, instead of calling themselves Black Lives Matter, they simply call themselves All Lives Matter from the fucking start? Like, it would have been much better optically for them, because the retort could no longer be All Lives Matter, which is like a true statement technically. But it misses the point, obviously. But the response would have to be something else, like Police Lives Matter or something. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly,
if you just had it All Lives Matter, then you have everything is encompassed within that, and you can I don't know. It feels like you probably would get a little bit more people on board that way. And even though you're highlighting like particularly the issue of violence against black people, you could still say like, oh yeah, but there are also white people who suffer injustice at the hands of police, and we want to highlight that too, or something like that. I don't know, but just optically, it would have been much better for the movement, I think.
The issue was is that it had black in the name, so any racists were going to latch onto it straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem is you get it is the minority of England fans that are racist, but if the majority don't call them out like they should, then it's never going to be any different.
Yeah, I completely.
They're
agree
always
with
going to
that.
get lumped in as England fans are racist if they don't call out racism when it's being so fucking overtly obvious.
I think it's one of them weird ones where people also. I see an argument of a guy was like, "Well, if they have the right to take the knee, on my equal right as a human being is to boo." And you think, yeah, I guess that's like somewhat, but then, but within the borders of like society, like if like you do something and then you also have the right to retaliate. Yeah, but that's not the case, is it? Like if you go to prison and you get sentenced to 20 years for murder, right? That you don't get to turn around and go, well, no, I sentence you to 20 years. That's not how it works. You can't just react equally to something else. Like just because that's like you have a voice doesn't mean you have to fucking exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna drag you to prison with me. And he's like, oh fuck, no.
I think like no one is saying they don't even have the right to boo. Like, of course they do. Like, the counter argument is you're a fucking idiot for doing it. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Boo all you want. All it does is highlight your fucking like idiotic, tendencies. Like your complete lack of brain cells, your lack of candor, like your lack of fucking empathy or understanding, or even like your lack of ability to fucking connect with a broad issue in any meaningful way beyond seeing the word Marxism in a tweet by Paul Joseph Watson and flying off the handle because you couldn't fucking handle it. Like,
yeah.
While we're talking of racists, did you see? I did enjoy Lawrence Fox in the mayoral elections.
Yes.
I didn't.
I was worried about him because his first campaign video was really good in terms of like it had the war drums behind it, and he said a bunch of things that are like really good virtue signals to all the right people. Do you know? Like he was like, no one should ever have to say goodbye over an iPad call ever again to a dying relative and stuff. It's very hard to step in and be like, well, actually, do you know what I mean? Like he took some very like tough to argue against type of, sort of like the Brexit movement, I guess. Like it's really hard to argue against those types of emotional statements and stuff. But
because what he's saying will always grab certain people.
Yeah, exactly.
There's now quite a vocal minority in this country that agree with everything he says.
Yeah.
Man's a fucking spastic.
He's not my favorite actor from the movie The Hole from 1999. I'll tell you that much.
I didn't know he used to marry Billy Piper.
He what?
Was it Billy Piper?
He was married to Billy Piper, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolute madness. What was she doing?
If I was married to Billy Piper and then like broke up with her, I would just fucking kill myself.
Yeah. I might go off the rails like he is.
Yeah.
Wait, what did he say? He said, wait, there's a quote on. It says, mixing politics and football had disastrous. MP compares England team taking the knee to national side's infamous Nazi salute in 1938.
Yeah, I mean, they're virtually identical statements, right? One is saluting Hitler and in turn essentially endorsing the attempted genocide of the Jews. And the other is, showing support for like people who are dealt serious injustices by authorities meant to help them. So yeah, they're the same thing pretty much.
Yeah, it's such a false equivalency, and it's the falsest of fucking equivalencies.
Yeah,
but he knows his followers will lap it up.
Yeah, there's just I don't know, man. The amount of people who just feel the need to fucking liken everything to the Nazis is just like, we really need to calm down with that. You know, there's
Yeah. The Nazis killed 6 million Jews.
Yeah, that was really bad. Quite bad.
These footballers are putting their knee on the floor.
Black Lives Matter have only killed 5 million Jews. It's not even like remotely.
Yeah,
similar.
it's not even close.
Yeah.
Literally 1 million less. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Show some damn respect.
I've always said 1 million Jews is a lot.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what to say about that.
No, me neither.
Okay.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
I thought I saw you at their marches.
The thing I love so much about that sentence is that it's actually perfectly innocent. Like,
I know.
there's nothing wrong with it, but if you say it, it sounds fucking horrendous. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Like, a lot is, yeah. If you just said too many,
fuck.
That's also quite bad.
No. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Should we get on? I think we should predict how we think the Euros is going to go.
Okay, yes. Let's do that.
I'm just fucking moving.
Because otherwise, this will get off topic, and we'll one of us will come out as
We've already talked about the failed London mayoral candidate, which has nothing to do with Euro 2020. So we're already in the weeds.
Talking of London, there'll be games played in London.
There will be. Where is the whole tournament on in England?
No,
there's
some games in Budapest, I think, something like that.
Yeah, there's some in Baku. There's some in. There's one game's in Hampden. England play all their games at Wembley though. Apart from, if they was to make it through the final, we'll play all their games at Wembley bar one.
Spoiler that we won't.
Yeah, I think if we go through and just predict how I think go, because then we can see how far North Macedonia. I think that's really wants to.
Yes.
So I think they're going to win.
Macedonia. Have we lost Lewis-Moore?
No, I'm sure.
You have been cutting out a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But it's fine. I'd say we just pretend nothing's happening and hope that it just fixes itself.
Is he still there?
I don't know.
That's the podcast.
Okay. So Group A, we have Turkey, Italy, Wales, and Switzerland. Seems like a budget group of death there. Like, any team could realistically win. Any team could realistically finish bottom.
I mean,
cutting edge fucking analysis.
It's true though. Would it surprise anybody if Italy finished bottom and Wales win this group?
Italy are good now. Italy win that group quite easily.
Okay.
Wales finished second.
But Turkey's got some decent players, right?
Yeah, Hakan Yakin. They've got Nihat. They've got Rushdu in goal.
The bloke who cut my hair.
I don't know anything about the fucking Turkish national team these days. Let's look at their squad and see if I can name a single one of them. Your man who plays for AC Milan,
Hakan Kanalaju, or whatever.
That fella. And your man who plays for Leicester.
I think.
Soyuncu?
Yes.
Italy win, and Wales come.
Let's assume he said Wales comes second.
Let's assume, because he didn't say a thing online.
No, he said Turkey.
And Wales come.
Yeah.
Wow.
That went off topic quickly.
Yep. I do happen to know that a blue whale, when it ejaculates, it releases 18 gallons of sperm into the ocean.
Right, so do we want to get off topic or not?
No, we're staying.
We're talking about whale sperm.
I don't see how that's irrelevant to this discussion. We can't rule it out, okay? Yeah, so I don't know. Italy win the group. The rest is up for grabs. Wales should be consistent enough, I would say, to get through. Switzerland are very hit and miss.
Yeah,
Like
I
they
think
have
Wales
some.
comes second.
Yeah. Um, I I like Switzerland, but I've always felt like watching them at in tournaments is like, I don't know, it's difficult. I feel like Seferovic misses so many fucking chances on like in on the big stage against the bigger teams.
Who?
Haris Seferovic.
Yeah, as a striker, isn't he?
Yeah.
Who did he play for?
Uh, Benfica.
Oh, never heard that name.
Really, he used to play for Real Sociedad. He was like fairly big there a while ago.
Does he play in England? I don't care.
Does he take the knee?
That's all I need to know.
I remember him at the World Cup in Brazil. He missed a fucking bunch of chances there. And he was like decent in Euro 20. No, did Switzerland qualify for Euros 2016?
I don't know.
I think they did, and I think he was like fine but didn't score. Or I don't really know. Yeah, but he's always disappointed me, and I'm at that age now where I can't be bothered to do proper critical analysis on footballers anymore. So I just maintain the opinion that I had 7 years ago and assume that it's still correct to this day. So yeah, I just don't see Switzerland being consistent enough to mount a serious challenge here. So yeah,
I think they finished bottom.
yeah,
Who's the other team?
Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Italy, Wales.
I think like
Turkey, Switzerland.
Italy might take 7 points, and then the rest of them might all around taking points
Three.
off each other. So it's like
Yeah.
you could make any case for Switzerland second or bottom.
I will make a prediction. Wales will
for
beat
it.
Italy.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they will.
I'm gonna do the predictor and put Italy top, Wales second, Turkey third, fourth, and then see what happens. Who
Actually,
they get in the last.
it depends. If Italy play Wales second, I think Italy will win. But if they play Wales last game of the group, I would say Wales will win.
Yeah. Especially if Wales are playing at Wembley or Wales are playing this country as a home, they might have like home advantage. If that makes
Yeah,
so.
True. It is Wales Italy in the last game of the group. So yeah, I'm gonna predict the 2-1 victory for Wales there.
Wow. For the banter, I'm gonna put Wales top in it.
Wales top, you say?
They'll take another win off Turkey or Switzerland, and then they'll lose to like one of the other ones. So they'll get 6 points. Italy will get 6 points. Wales will go through top based on something.
Based on how many Gareth Bales they have in their team.
Yeah, they have one more Gareth Bales than Nick.
All right. Group B. We have Denmark, Finland, Belgium, and Russia.
I think Jari Littman still plays for Finland.
Yeah, he does. And Sami Hyypiä.
Yeah. So I'm going to put them bottom just out of the fact that they're both 50.
That's fair, yeah. I don't know what the Finland national team is like these days, but I do know that they generally, as a nation, are really good at Age of Empires 2. So I assume they're good at football as well, because they're similar games.
Lots of strategy, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
There's more farming involved in Age of Empires, what I remember.
True.
Just,
yes.
like, growth of crops. There's not necessarily that aspect.
Finland are going to be farming 3 points from every team they play against.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I don't know. They have Timo Pukki. I think the rest of their team is like a blend of untested youth and like average other players, so I don't know will they do much, but they may just be I think it'll be a really weird tournament for a bunch of reasons. Like, I think all the players having played so many games behind closed doors and then coming into an international tournament, you'd expect them to be sort of a bit, I don't know, just the different atmosphere of the whole thing.
I think we might get a lot of shocks based on players playing in front of fans again, and it might spur on little teams like Wales might do really well, Scotland might do really well.
Yeah.
God forbid England in front of a home team do really well.
No, they'll do worse.
Yeah, they'll somehow do worse, even though they're playing all their games at Wembley. I would say that I quite like Denmark. To be honest, they got quite a good team. Eriksson, they got Hjulberg, the Spurs midfielder. They've got the guy from Dortmund, Delaney. I don't know how he's Danish, most Irish, but yeah. So I would say Denmark or Belgium would probably finish top here.
Yeah. Denmark have played the Republic of Ireland about 25 times in the last 2 years, so I've got to see them.
Was it the Danes who beat you to qualify?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do Belgium still have what's his name?
Lukaku.
Who's that? No, the Spanish manager.
Yeah, Martinez.
Roberto Martinez.
Yeah, they won't win anything with him.
Great.
They won't win anything with him.
Why? They finished third in the World Cup with him.
They should have won it, or should have been in the final. No, they shouldn't. They lost to France, didn't they?
Yeah,
they did.
That's probably So I take it back. I immediately changed my opinion, and now I know the facts.
Well, that's really dangerous. I didn't know that you were such a beta cock bitch.
So big of me. What a man I am.
And the fact that you're pointing it out. Well, it takes a huge man to do that.
I'm gonna say Belgium and Denmark to get top 2.
Yeah.
And then I don't really care about Russia. They've made some political decisions in the last few years. So I'm gonna put them bottom. Go Finland. Yeah.
But they're on a lot of drugs.
That will tell them.
What about the Russian drugs, you know?
That's true. They are on a lot. I mean, we could put them top purely based on drugs.
Yes. That is how we expect it to pan out. I don't know. I think Russia, you kind of can't really rule them out genuinely because of the fact that they're all doped to the fucking gills, and it might just take a bit of stamina to beat the Denmarks and Finlands of this group. I don't know why I said plural. There's only one of each of those teams in the group. But yeah, Belgium should really top this group, and I would say anyone could come second, but my money would actually be on Russia purely because of my cynicism, and because in the World Cup they, essentially laid down the template for my cynicism by doping their way out of the group. So, yeah, that's what I see.
I'll put Belgium top and Russia second.
Yeah,
Denmark might get through on like best third place.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next group is the big one. I'm just going to go ahead and just put North Macedonia top, obviously. I mean, they just have the best flag.
Yeah, I like that flag.
The flag is very cool.
I like Goran Pandev, but he doesn't play for them anymore, I don't think. Holy shit, he does. 37-year-old Goran Pandev is captaining these boys to the top of this group. I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
Is there any other names that we'd know?
Your man from Leeds is on there, Alioski.
Oh, Alioski.
Oh yeah, is he left back? Leeds left back? Or left mid or something?
Yeah. Sure.
That's unconvincing.
Why not? They also have a Napoli player called Elif Elmas, which is a nice name. So, yeah.
I think
really, Jack?
That's kind of like a
30 years old tomorrow, and this is how you're carrying on. Okay.
I'm grown up. Who else isn't that great?
The Dutch. No.
The Dutch are not really that great. I mean, maybe they are, but I watched them draw 2-2 with Scotland, and they were not convincing. So
the manager is Frank de Boer, isn't it?
Yes, I think that's the root of their problem right
That's
there.
an immediate disadvantage.
Like
Yeah.
on paper, they actually do have a really good squad, I think. And I think they have a really nice blend of youth and experience, but they are kind of reliant on Memphis Depay, who I do think is a good player. I don't know, is he good enough to be like the main man for the entire tournament? So yeah, I'm not sure, but
Yeah, I don't know whether he's one of them that could fire them to like this. Right, I don't think that good.
yeah. Um,
So I'm gonna just for banter. Obviously, North Macedonia finished top of this prediction. The Dutch was second. I'm gonna put Austria third because they've got more players that I know.
I want Ukraine. I want Ukraine to do well because their badge is like invisible on the crest apparently, but when you zoom in really closely, you can see a map of Ukraine that includes Crimea, which was
Wow.
famously annexed by the Russians. Annexed, whatever.
Banter.
So yeah, I want
It's
Ukraine to
all
do well for that
banter.
reason.
I'm gonna put them third.
And bring politics into football.
Yeah, well, here we are.
And yet here they are. Scumbags.
So North Macedonia top, Netherlands second, Ukraine third, Austria last. That makes sense.
Goran Pandev golden boot.
Yes, absolutely.
8 goals in the group stages.
7 of
Alioski.
them against the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Alioski, best left defender.
Wearing the squad number 8, as left backs usually do.
Isn't it Alioski that wears number 10 for Leeds, like a fucking maniac, but no, he's left back? Is that Alioski?
I believe Leeds number 10 is Harry Kewell, so
You're right,
not
it is.
sure. But
number
they
7 is
famously retired
Alan
the number
Smith.
10 shirt. Yeah.
no, Alan Smith was number 17 for Leeds.
Was he?
Yeah, you fucking idiot. Jesus.
Oh, God, I've embarrassed myself.
Yeah, once again on the big stage, you've proven your ignorance.
Oh
So-
no, it's England's group next.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
England.
Banter. We're gonna finish top, and we're gonna win all of our games.
Did you see the viral Twitter clip of some fella on the Happy Hour podcast saying, "We're playing Scotland. We should be beating them 7 or 8-0."
No, that's embarrassing.
Yes.
That
Question.
won't happen.
There's 3 English people here in this call. Sorry, I lie. There's 2 English people, and Jack is here.
Yeah, I
as
was
well.
going to say. Yeah.
Where does this fucking delusion come from? Like, have England ever won a game 7-0 against a team who wasn't like Panama or something like that?
Yeah, but even then, like, we'll win 1-0 because of a Wayne Rooney penalty.
Yeah. You
So,
won't, though, because the last time you played Scotland, you fucking drew 2-2, and that was like 2 years ago. So I don't know where this 7-0 idea is coming from.
Maybe not 7-0, but, 2 World Wars and 1 World Cup. That's the real quiz.
Would Scotland not be amalgamated into those victories, though, hence being part of Britain?
I didn't see them on the front line. Didn't see no kilts landing on the
not a
beach.
not a single Scotsman.
How much observation of the front lines have you conducted in your life?
Trust me. There are no kilts in Normandy.
Jesus.
Your Honour, I rest my case.
I think this could be one where England get like second. It's weird because I fancy the Scots to do well because they'll like be tough and like energetic and run around a lot. And the Czechs are kind of shit, so I'd say that they'll come 4. But I just don't know how good Croatia are.
Yeah, there's a big
Like,
question
they've
mark
obviously
over
got
them.
good players, but like I don't know what they could just be like. Modric is old as fuck. Rakitic is old as fuck. Like I don't even know whether Mandzukic still plays for me. I don't think he does.
I don't think Rakitic is going to the tournament.
Yeah, so I would tentatively say that England might pick up I have a funny feeling we're going to lose to Croatia, but
Yeah,
and
I
then
think
we might beat the Czechs and the Scots to get 6 points. I think 6 will be fine to get through
I
because I think everyone will beat the Czechs.
my heart is kind of telling me that you will beat Scotland, but I don't think it'll be like. I think if you do beat them, it'll be 1-0. I wouldn't put money on that though. I still reckon there's a very strong chance of Scotland getting a draw there. I think just their levels of motivation will be above England, which is one of those like stupid things that people just fucking say based on nothing. But it's their first tournament in a very long time. They're going to be playing against England on English soil. I just feel motivation levels would be very high there. And I think England tend to have this like psychological brick wall every time they reach a big stage, and when the eyes like the closer the eyes of the media are on the team, the worse they seem to do. So
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
the only thing going in their favour, I think, is that they're so young that they haven't really been tainted by uh, that sort of pressure before. So that they'll be in like Bellingham and Foden and Mount. This is all their first major like
Yeah,
thing. So this isn't like England, like the Gerard Lampard of that, going into a third straight major tournament where the press is like called them all shit, and then because they're shit, and then they go and be shit again. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think we'll get through. I mean, I don't think we'll get through top or second. I don't think
uh,
we're obviously
yeah.
terrible.
Mm. Yeah, I think I honestly think that it doesn't really matter what your squad is. I think England tend to play fairly drab, unexciting, very safe type of game, and that's what really holds you back. And I feel like if England were to not do that and actually play something exciting, I think the press would hype them to the fucking moon, and then the pressure would only get to them even more, or something like that. Like I don't know. I
We'll
just
qualify quite easily, but the draw is nothing like the World Cup, where it was an easy draw to the semi final.
yeah, that's the thing. Like the
Yeah, I
last
think if we
Sorry,
go
go on. Well, I was gonna say the last World Cup, like this, I might be wrong, but this was how I perceived it. Was the whole nation, press and fans were like, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's just see how this goes. Like Southgate is unproven. The team, like we don't know how well they mesh together. Let's not actually put any pressure on them, and let's just see how the tournament goes. And then you fucking scraped past Tunisia, and the entire fucking country was like, "It's coming home. We're gonna." And then you beat Panama, like fucking Panama, fucking
6-1.
yeah, 6-1, and then lost to Belgium, scraped past Colombia, and but the whole like "it's coming home" thing was just so fucking strong and relentless. And then you lost to Croatia and then lost to Belgium. And I just feel like the
Mm.
team is
We
not that
we
good.
ended that
Like,
successful World Cup losing as many games as we'd won. Incredible
yes,
stat for a very
exactly.
successful World Cup.
But I feel like the perception is that the team did really well at this World Cup and that they did above expectations and like all of this stuff. And I just feel like it's fucking nonsense. Like, you had the easiest fucking route to the. Yeah, I don't know. People are going to think that I'm hating on England, like, for whatever reason.
You
You're
just sound jealous, mate.
Your media is insufferable though, like absolutely fucking insufferable. To share like a media circle with Britain as a non-English person is one of the most fucking painful pills you have to swallow, because the fucking there's like fucking like 5-page articles in my Twitter moments about Gareth Southgate's waistcoat. Like, it's so fucking annoying. It's just I can't fucking deal with it. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to objectively analyze the England team, I think, for all of these reasons. Like, it seems like national media expectations are sky high, and like fans' expectations are never really that high, but then they soar with every win that you get along the way, and it's just really hard to reconcile it all. So I don't know. I would
I would say
expect you
for
to like you should do well,
I
I'd say.
I think we'll qualify top, and I'm gonna put the Scots second because I think I think they'll perform really well.
Hmm.
Uh, and the Croatia is like a weird one because I don't think they're as good as
Yeah, I
people think
agree.
they are.
I just, with Croatia, I would be a little bit hesitant to write them off because they do really well in tournaments, like they always have done. I feel like they're the type of team that always plays better than the sum of their parts. Even the last one, like where they had an amazing team, but still getting to the final was a pretty big achievement, I think, for a country like Croatia. So yeah, I would say like it's a bad squad on paper. They lost to Belgium in a friendly the other night, but they still have that pedigree, I feel. So we'll see.
The next
I
group.
think England are like, if we had a better defence, we'd be all right, but we don't, so we won't be.
I think it's really, really hard to actually like the squad is really fucking good. You're right about the defense.
Don't think we've got a good defence at all.
Yeah, and I think the midfield
I think
is
if
like
he goes, I think if he goes 5 at the back, because we don't have any good centre backs, right? Assuming Maguire doesn't make it, and even then he's not a level centre back. And Stones isn't that good, but he's fine. Like he'll do a job. But
You need
I think if
someone
he goes,
good alongside him.
yeah, I think if you go 5 at the back, you can at least put Walker or Reece James in as a centre back, if you like, and just to sort of pad it out with like a little bit of pace and like strength. Just because without that, you kind of look at it and go, and maybe it's just from an English point of view, you look back on like the 90s and the 2000s, as like England always had like genuinely world class centre backs. Like,
yeah,
that was that thing.
Rio and John Terry are pretty undeniable.
Yeah, and even before that, like Tony Adams, Sol Campbell. Like,
yeah.
We'd always have like some of the best centre backs in the world, and now we just don't. So
I think Stones and Maguire are very good though. I think like maybe like Maguire he's not had his best season, but I still think he's a great player, and I kind of think that your general form, like tournaments are just different, you know what I mean? Like it's all about how the manager can galvanize the players, and I think that, like I said before, the fans will make a big difference and stuff. I think like if you have the best versions of Stones and Maguire, that's one of the best central defensive pairings in the tournament, I would say. Like honestly, I don't think that that's a hyperbolic statement. The two of them at their peaks are class, like two really good players. So
let's not forget one of the favourites in the tournament, Portugal, are going in with Big Mental Pepe and Jose Font at the back, who are both 40 years old. So
Big Mental Pepe scored the opening goal of like Euro 2008. Yeah. So I don't know. I think England's midfield is a bit thin, but England's attack is by all means fantastic here. Like I think Rashford and Sterling are really, really good. And Harry Kane obviously is one of the best strikers in the world. So there's definitely a lot of cause for optimism. I just don't. If I were an England fan, I'd be really hesitant about what Southgate can get out of them. I don't really think that he's an amazing manager or anything like that. And whenever I watch England, I don't see any cause to be like super inspired or anything like that. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to watch them for sure, because they are in that weird position of having quite a lot of quality, but just not really the balance that would, let's say, get the best out of that quality, if you know what I mean.
I think the thing that will cost us is the fact that Southgate shit.
Yeah.
If you had a proper defence behind that midfield and attack, you'd have us down as one of the favourites.
Mm-hmm.
Just because Kane can score a hat trick against any fucking team in the world.
Any Panama side, he'll score a hat trick.
He'll put 3 past them slugs any day.
The next group is Spain, Poland, Sweden, and Slovakia.
The group of death, finally.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah.
I don't think Spain are that good anymore, but I think they're probably too good for the rest.
Can we talk about their squad? Their fucking mental squad, where they've only brought like 22 players or something.
Well, yeah, you can bring 26, but he decided to only bring 24, and then one of the players he didn't want to bring was Sergio Ramos.
Yeah. Surely, just for fucking team mentality, moral support, all that. Surely, if you want a man to drop the trophy off the top of a bus during the celebration, Sergio Ramos, you have to bring him.
Do you want someone to 2-foot someone in the 35th minute?
Absolutely. That's the only reason I watch football anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd
Yeah,
make
I
it
agree.
better.
It's it seems like a really weird imbalance in the universe that big mental Pepe is going to be at this tournament and Ramos isn't.
It's true.
But yeah,
Hopefully Pepe will carry us in terms of shithousery throughout the tournament. We'll all be happy.
Yeah, I hope so. Their squad is weird. The Spain team. It's a really, really weird squad.
Yeah, they play a Dharma as well.
Yeah.
You look at that and you go, weird.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's weird.
I'd probably still have them top, and then I'd probably maybe put the Swedes second because the Polish have Lewandowski, but like couldn't name another Polish player. So
what about Blaszczykowski?
Blazikowski, yeah.
Yeah, but again, I think he's like 37.
He's not even in the team.
Yeah, there we go.
But he did bounce back really well from watching his mother get murdered by his dad, so fair play to him.
Yeah.
You what?
You never seen this? Adrian Chiles at the World Cup 2018 coverage where he's just like, you know, he watched his father murder his mother, but he's bounced back really well.
Bounced back, fucking hell.
Unbelievable. Absolutely fucking unbelievable stuff. Yeah, I don't know. They've got a Kamil Glick, isn't he? A defender.
He plays for Leeds, doesn't he? Is it Leeds he plays
No, he plays for the mighty Benevento.
Huh.
The best team in all the land.
Oh, Glick. I thought you said there's a Glick. There's a Click. Is there a Glick? He plays for Leeds.
Click. Yeah, Matej is Click.
Plays for Leeds.
Krychowiak. He plays for Poland. Also, that Milik fellow up front.
Oh yeah, plays for Napoli. Is it Napoli?
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely been at Napoli.
He's at Marseille now.
He's very restricted by the fact that he's got Lewandowski to try and beat out the team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just put Spain top, Sweden second, Poland third as the best third place. Because I think they'd probably get enough points there because I think they're all pretty even in this group that they might all like finish on 5 points. I don't even know if that's technically possible, but I think they'll all finish on 5 points. I've said it.
Every single team on 5 points.
I don't think that's possible.
No, because
you have to win one and draw two, and someone needs to lose at some point.
So Group F.
Group F is the fucking mental one. It's where Hungary clearly finished top.
Yes.
They're the best.
Yeah. Hungary, Portugal, France, Germany.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
I didn't realise that was a group.
How will we make a really ballsy prediction for this one? Like Germany finish bottom.
Do you know when it's one of them? Remember in like 2000, it was like a couple of World Cups in a row where like the favourites always like got knocked out in the group.
I think it's the last 4 or something.
Yeah, it's gonna happen here where like one of those 3 teams is gonna get knocked out or finish bottom.
We have had some. There was at the 2014 World Cup, I predicted that Spain wouldn't make it out of their group and they didn't. And then the 2018 World Cup, you predicted Germany wouldn't make it out of their group and they didn't.
Yeah, and they didn't. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I think I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I did. You did. Yeah. And I was like, no, they're not making it out. And then I was proven right.
I had Jack
did that podcast like absolutely banging.
I messaged Jack privately while you were saying that, and I was like, check out this moron.
Can you believe this guy?
I think it will be Portugal, you know. I think Portugal will shit the bed.
Portugal aren't some highly rated team, though, are they?
Like they're the champions, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's 4 years ago. I don't think being champions 4 years ago says a lot.
They also, like, spoiler alert, or no, hot take alert, they're the worst fucking champions ever. Like, it was literally the fucking...
Well, Greece 2004.
Yeah, okay, fine. But Jesus, the Portugal one was really fucking. They like won the whole tournament and only won like one game in normal time or something like that.
Yeah.
They won the important one.
I think they finished. I don't think they. I think they beat Hungary, but I think that's it. I think they lose to
They'll end up
Germany.
with 3 points.
Yeah.
France 9 points, Germany 6 points, Portugal 3 points. That other team, no points.
I think
Hungary minus 19 goal.
I actually think Portugal have a really good team.
I think they do have a really good team. I think Bruno Fernandes. They've got that.
Yeah, they've got Bernardo Silva. They've got João Moutinho.
João Felix. Yeah, Felix from Atletico Madrid.
They've got Rafa. They've got Diogo Jota, João Felix, Cristiano Ronaldo. Then you have your man in defense, the best defender in the world, Ruben Diaz, allegedly.
I just think they shit. I think they just shit the bed under the pressure of being favourites. Well, I think it's like France favourites, obviously, but I think that French team is way too good for them to be. You know how like France were way too good in 2002 and they absolutely shit the bed, but like that was expectation. I think the same happens here with Portugal.
Yeah,
fucking France were fucking obscene in 2018.
Yeah, they won it.
They won the bloody World Cup. The little slug.
But like, yeah, but they got Benzema back now, and he's better than. So
you've really latched onto this word "slug" as a derogatory term.
Yeah, I think it's quite a good derogatory term, isn't it?
It's a nice bridge between slag and slut.
I don't think that bridge is well trodden.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna say Portugal shit the bed and third, but get through as best second place for one of the four best third place.
Oh, are we doing that bullshit?
It is one of the best second places. Yeah, there's a certain amount of best second places, best third places go through.
Not a fan of that.
That's how Scotland might get through.
No, Scotland will finish second in their group.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. France going to win it.
Who will be the top goal scorer?
Kylian Mbappe.
Not Wayne Rooney.
I'd say maybe Lukaku.
Lukaku. Let's see. Yeah, because he has to play Finland, Russia, and Denmark.
He's done alright in the league this year as well.
Yeah.
I think he has anyway.
He won the league with Inter, didn't he?
Yeah, but I think it's because Juventus was shite.
Still, though, you still have to, win it.
Yeah, I guess so. Still need to get them points.
Yeah, he scored 30 goals in 44 games last year, so
That's not bad.
It's not bad when you think about it. Not bad. And yeah, he has to play Finland, Denmark, and Russia. Who else even is there? I would say, I think Memphis should get a few goals. He's playing Ukraine, Austria, North Macedonia. They are teams that you should be scoring against, and he's kind of their goal scorer guy.
I think with that though, I think the Dutch have got such a well-rounded team that I don't think he'll hog the goals. Whereas if you look at Belgium, like KDB doesn't really score, but he creates a lot for everybody else. So you imagine Lukaku will get a lot.
I agree. Yeah. I also would not rule out Lewandowski. Honestly, I think the guy is a monster.
Fucking relentless, isn't
he? Yeah, he's the only striker
whether or not
to ever be a striker.
Sorry, it's just whether or not Poland can get him the ball, right? That's one of them things of if Poland are a counter attack team, are they going to get enough opportunities to counter and then get him?
I think they will. Yeah, they're playing Slovakia and Sweden. I fancy them to do well against those types of teams. Poland are like they're good with the ball, like better than you would think with the ball. I think like they're actually like a decent enough passing team, or at least they were against Ireland. I don't know. Does that even mean anything? But
It doesn't.
Based, based on what we've done, the round of 16 will be Belgium versus Croatia, Wales versus Netherlands, France versus Denmark, Scotland versus Sweden, Spain versus Turkey, England, Germany,
whoa,
North Macedonia versus Portugal, which is obviously a massive,
yeah.
and then Italy, Russia.
Okay.
So I'll go through it again.
Go
The
through
first
them
one is
games again?
Belgium, Croatia is the first one.
Okay, Belgium will win that because they won it there the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Croatia just aren't very good anymore.
Wales, Netherlands is decent because like you think maybe the Welsh pull off a surprise.
Yeah, Wales will win that.
No, they won't.
Yeah,
Let's
they
not
will.
Talk shit.
Did you see Scotland against the Netherlands the other night? The
No,
Netherlands,
Wales.
the Netherlands got
I'm gonna go-
it was in the Netherlands, and they got a last-minute equaliser to level it at 2-2.
Yeah, they're plucky.
They're finished.
I'm gonna go Wales for banter.
British is a country.
France versus Denmark. France.
Yeah, France. Yeah,
Scotland versus Sweden. So
Scotland.
the Scots realistically get to the quarterfinal.
Yep.
We'll go Scotland. Spain versus Turkey.
Draw.
Fine.
They both go through.
Yeah, but that's a weird one, right? Where like Spain are actually not very good, but like I can't say Turkey are any good either. Maybe that. Fuck it, I'll go Turkey and say it's surprise.
Oh, nice.
Uh,
Love how we're
England,
fantasy
Germany.
booking the shittest tournament ever right here.
England, Germany we're gonna get shit on.
Yeah, you will get beaten in that game. Yeah.
I don't think Germany shit on us because they're not the team they used to be. They're still good, but
It doesn't matter. Like that literally doesn't matter. What matters is that they have the experience, they have the confidence, and they have like just that thing that like England are just a team of like self-destruction always, and they
The
can't
problem is
win
the Germans
these
will just
big
turn
games.
up knowing they'll beat us.
Yeah,
Which is already like
that's
the
the other
confidence
thing. Yogi Löw is a much better manager than Gareth Southgate, especially at international level. And I just England just don't win those types of games, and I feel like me saying this is actually strengthening England's chances because this is the exact type of comment I make that blows up in my face. But no, I'm sticking to it.
say it before I say it again. 2 World
Jack,
Wars and one World Cup.
Jack, you going England, are you?
No, Germany will beat us, but they won't snap it.
Okay. Will Germany go through that?
Yes.
Yes.
North Macedonia, Portugal. I mean,
North Macedonia win that 1-0.
do we go for the meme and just go North Macedonia win the whole thing?
Goran Pandev comes off the bench in the 115th minute, and he scores a penalty in the 119th minute, and they win 1-0.
Yeah.
Big move from the manager to drop the captain for the first knockout round.
Yeah.
He was knackered. He's 37 years old. He had to play fucking 3 games in a row.
Italy. I'm going Italy over Russia. I think Italy are too good.
Yeah. Jack, are you dragging a body through a woodland?
No, I went to get a yogurt.
Okay.
I've got it now.
It's exactly the same. Wow. Wow. We go Belgium versus Wales.
Belgium will win that, but it'll be narrow. They'll win it 1-0.
Yeah, Belgium win that quite easily.
The French versus the Scots. I mean, the Scots. With the strength of William Wallace.
Have
can
we
they
got
beat the
Scotland getting through to a quarter final?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Fucking hell.
They lose to France, though.
Oh, good.
Turkey, Germany. Oh, I think the Germans have got too.
Yeah, the Germans have too many Turks. They have too many of the good Turks.
They
so.
do. Yeah, they've taken all the good Turks. Yeah. And North Macedonia. North Macedonia beat Italy.
Nah, that's too. Although Pandev does play in Italy, and he's based most of his career there.
He knows all the other players. He knows their strengths and weaknesses. Like he.
Yeah.
Can't believe we've got North Macedonia in the semis, but here we are.
No, I think Italy will win it. They'll shithouse their way to it. Totti will dive in the box and Macedonia will concede a penalty, something like that.
I don't like the fact that we've got basically 4 teams in the semis, but that's how it's turned out. I guess you'd go Belgium, France, Germany, Italy. There's probably the 4 strongest.
Yeah.
But Belgium, France, I guess you'd say the French is still too strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, France will win it easily.
And then Germany, Italy. I think it's a Germany-France final.
This
can laugh,
fucking guy
but
just goes and gets a yogurt and just starts eating
Yeah,
it,
I'm
and then
drinking
and then he starts talking while he's.
It deserves.
I just. Oh, this guy. Fucking hell.
Bloody good yogurt.
Right. What? Sorry, Loosemore. I got distracted there by the yogurt.
He's
So-
sick. He's left.
Oh, he vibrated. That was his pacemaker.
France win. Fucking yogurt. Wait.
Yeah, France beat Belgium, and then we have what? It was Germany against Italy?
Italy.
Yeah, Germany will win that.
And then France, Germany in the final.
Ah. Loser has to fix the Treaty of Versailles.
I think it's at Wembley as well, which is an absolute nightmare.
Oh, God.
I hope
France win it easily.
I hope they both win.
Well,
You sicken me.
yeah, I got. You can't not have the French, right? They're just too good.
Yeah. And that's why they'll never win anything.
Kante in the Champions League final.
Mm.
He was unbelievable.
Yeah, like they've got Kante, they've got Griezmann, Mbappe, Benzema. That's such a good front three.
Benzema almost didn't make it.
Well, he's not been in favour of the French at all, right? He's
Yeah.
the first tournament.
Who did he? Didn't he grass someone up? Or get accused of something? I can't remember.
He got accused with was it Ribéry or something like that?
But no, he did that. I'm almost certain that that's like a fact that he was like riding that girl who was like 15 or something, but like in France you're like legally allowed to be a prostitute at age 15 or some fucking ridiculous thing like that.
Fucking hell.
I don't think that's not true.
I'm moving to France.
Oh, what was this fucking story? I can't remember. I know that like the details that came out at the time
Wasn't
were
there some blackmail thing?
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. But it was like that the whole team was I can't remember. Loosemore's microphone is doing like a wardrobe
Is that better?
yes.
Yeah. So we've predicted weirdly that France are going to win. Unbelievable.
Benzema was alleged to have had a sexual rendezvous with a prostitute when she was 16 years of age, an act Benzema denied through his lawyer. He was then questioned by Paris police and indicted on a charge of solicitation of a minor prostitute. But it was dropped. Oh yeah, that's what it was. So the reason why he got away with it was because they just simply said they didn't notice she was only 16. So.
Oh,
That old.
classic defence.
Always gets me out of trouble.
I didn't know. Yeah, France win quite easily.
Case closed.
Case close.
No further evidence.
Yeah, so well,
They're just better than everyone. Like
Better
in
than-
every single position.
better than North Macedonia though.
France win, but North Macedonia can be the people's champs.
Yes,
I think we can all get on board with that.
I think that is completely fair.
Goran Panda on 17 goals. in his 4 games.
Scores all 6 and a 7-6 loss.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about Pandev is that he's one of the best players in the history of the sport. So
Can't deny it. Can't deny it.
no. They call
Who's
it.
the
South
dark horses?
Macedonia.
Say that again, Luismore.
I said South Macedonia won't be.
Ah, no.
Big rivalry.
No, they will not be. But yeah, that's decent. I think we completed Euro 2020.
2021, you fucking idiot.
We've been over this branding issues,
Branding issues.
Brandon Flowers.
Wow.
Who will have the most red cards in the tournament?
What, player or team?
Both.
Portugal.
And big mental Pepe.
Big mental Pepe.
I can genuinely see Portugal getting frustrated because they don't do so well in the group and they get a couple of players sent.
I love how much you're writing Portugal off.
There's gonna be one big team out of like the Belgiums and the France and the Portugal and that we just think we think they're gonna do well and they're gonna do dog shit. That's always how it works.
How do we think Brazil will do in this tournament?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
We didn't mention them.
Yeah,
So-
I wonder if they'll get over that 7-1 loss.
Given
Yeah,
that
that
it was 7 years ago, it's
I wonder how they got over the fact that they don't live on the same continent. And there's a big fucking ocean in between.
that doesn't stop Israel. So
Plucky little bastards, though, aren't they?
they sure are.
I mean, I did mention 1 million.
No, fuck off. Shut the fuck up. No,
What did he mention?
nothing.
What did he mention?
That's not gonna make it in.
What was it?
He just said he did mention that 1 million.
That has to make it in.
I can't.
Why?
I don't know.
He didn't say anything racist.
I know, yeah, but that doesn't matter these days.
It does.
They come after you for anything.
I could cancel this.
I'm not cancelable.
That's true. Did you see the woman from The Office, Erin, that she like fucking attended some ball when she was 19, which was like 22 years ago, and fuck it turns out that like the ball is like to sponsor some organization that was like
some
racist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
I did see that, but like
the-
that's not like I don't like when everyone was like we should cancel her and all that sort of, but like I don't think she was fully aware that like 30 years before she was born, the organization that she got like prom queen from or whatever
Yeah.
also happened to be connected to the KKK. I don't,
Doesn't
that's like-
matter that she has since like voted for Biden or that she's like promoted Black Lives Matter and all of that stuff. That's irrelevant.
and then isn't the show that she stars in like the Kimmy Schmidt? It's basically a show about a girl who gets away from like her crazy southern town where she was part of a cult to go to the big city. Isn't that essentially what that show is about?
I've never
No.
seen it, to be honest.
It's not.
I thought it was about like something like that. She escapes something, right, and goes to New
She
York.
escapes, like, she goes to. There's this thing like there's this bomb hitting Earth or something, or well, a war. She gets locked in a cage, not a cage, but like a bunker thing. And then the bloke who's looking after her tells her the war's still going on when it's not. And she escapes that.
That's fucked up, yo.
No.
Yeah, I know.
That somehow makes less sense.
She
Made it one.
she escapes that and they want to cancel her. Fuck's sake.
She's a goddamn war hero.
Yeah, exactly. And a great secretary. The best Dunder Mifflin I've ever... Nah, it's not even true. The second best that Dunder Mifflin have ever had.
In the years that the documentary was made,
Yeah.
in which there was 2.
No, there was that one girl that was there one day. Whatever her name was.
I can't fucking remember.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll leave it there, so, and enjoy the tournament. Hope England go far.
Congratulations, France. No, you don't hope them to go far.
I just hope that you get everything that you've ever wanted.
That's dangerous.
Thanks.
Because you'll be dead within a week. And people will stop asking me to get you on this fucking show.
But what's a week?
His birthday week and all.
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, I hope that you have a birthday.
I will have one.
Thanks.
I'm trying to celebratory muffin. It was nice.
Fucking hell, man. I just can't fucking...
I saved most of my eating for when we were recording. Did a bit of housework.
Do you have a PS5, Jack?
No, I don't need one. I don't play anything anymore.
Yeah, fuck off, so.
Well, have you got one?
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking prick.
I got one like 2 weeks ago.
I just don't. There's no games that I can't play on PS4 that I want to play on PS5.
I'm really upset that I got it, and you can't play. GTA 5 is not cross-play on it, so.
It's not online yet, is it?
Don't know.
No,
No, it is on.
They're gonna put out a PS5 version of the game.
Yeah, an update. Yeah.
They will. It'd be fucking 3 different consoles. It's been
Yeah, it's incredible though. What a game.
make me pilot.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ.
Do you know we used to stream that game like every night? That's mental, isn't it?
Did we stream it?
Yeah.
I don't remember streaming it.
Yeah, it was that was what spawned Loosemore saying a woman is dead. From when we used to stream it. Yeah. Because me and Jack were like standing outside the bank waiting to be collected by you and Ty or something. And Jack was like, "What the fuck is taking so fucking long?" And Loosemore was like, "I mean, a woman is dead."
Why do I remember that as from?
This is a good time for me to plug that I stream on Twitch all the time. So you hear that, listener? I'm talking to you. Fucking come follow me on Twitch. Sometimes Jack is also there with me.
I'll pop in occasionally
Yeah.
when you're trucking.
Yeah, you sit in the passenger seat and fiddle with the radio. It's really annoying.
I've popped in once, right?
Yeah. Loosemore has become a hermit / boomer who doesn't know how to use any internet technology anymore.
I can't believe you struggled with Discord.
It's so fucking...
I mean, it was new to me until like 2 hours ago, to be fair.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't a struggle as so much as just understanding what's happening.
Yeah. It's funny that this should have been the show with the least amount of audio issues, and in a weird way, it's had the most amount of audio issues.
Some of them self-inflicted.
Yes. Very true.
Man's got to eat.
Jack is still eating.
I'm not. I'm tidying now. I could leave this to after, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, we should probably end because I'm genuinely sweating.
Yeah, same. I have to fucking open I have to go sit on the balcony, I think.
Pulled off